you're probably in 1 or 2 accidents in your life, and here at the firm, we're in an accident every day, so we know how this all works. The first step of our process is the intake phase, and we're gonna get your initial information during that time. What happened, where did it happen, who was involved, what your injuries are. Then we'll get started working for you right away. Any communications from the insurance companies comes to us, you don't have to worry about that anymore. The second step of our process is the treatment phase. Some clients have health insurance and they know exactly who they want to see for whatever injury they have. But also, if you don't have health insurance or you have an extremely high deductible, which is very common, then we're going to make sure to get you set up with providers that we know and we trust. Also, during the treatment phase, our staff is going to work on collecting your medical records and medical bills so that you're not running around trying to figure out how do I know who to pay or what needs to be paid. After the treatment phase is the MMI phase. As far as your injuries are concerned, the providers have taken you as far as they can for you to be better. And if those medical bills haven't been paid by your health insurance, we're going to make sure to work with you to push those through. During the demand phase, this is the portion of the case where we're getting ready to send out settlement negotiation letters to the insurance companies. Some firms will have a one-page letter to the insurance company saying, hey, here's all of the bills. We look forward to hearing from you. We take a different approach here. Our demand letter is typically 7 to 10 pages. It's very in-depth. It's going to talk about how the wreck happened, why it wasn't your fault. If you have lost wages and you missed time from work. When the insurance companies see our letterhead and that we've put our time and effort into understanding you, understanding your case, and delivering it to them in an organized fashion, it is easier for them to do the right thing. Once we receive the response to our demand from the insurance company, then we're in the negotiations phase. In about 90% of the cases, we're able to negotiate to a reasonable settlement. Your bills are paid and you're being compensated for what you went through due to no fault of your own. Then we're going to move your case to the settlement phase. Another letter from our firm, line by line, all of your medical bills, and most importantly, the bottom line, which is what's going to be in your pocket after everything is paid. The way that I measure whether a case is truly successful or not is at the end of the case, when you do receive a settlement check, you are better from your injuries and you are back to the way that you were before this wreck happened. In the event that we do not reach a settlement in the negotiations phase, then we're going to have a discussion with you about litigation. And then that's the defense attorney's time to be able to see you in person and ask you as many questions as they can about your injuries. Of course, we're there with you for the deposition, so we want to make sure that you're comfortable with that and that you can do that well. But ultimately, even though the litigation process is long, the amount of work that the client has to do is quite limited. Regardless of whether your case is one that settles in negotiations or is one that has to go into litigation, we're always prepared to do the work to make sure that you're compensated for what you went through.